Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the Survival Hunter. Holy crap. Talk about a huge change from WoD to now, because obviously it's no longer a range spec, it is melee. You all probably know this already, but damn, has it had some major improvements. It feels like a spec that people will actually want to play again, instead of having the choice between the pet spec or two different range specs. Now you got pet spec, range spec, or melee spec. Pretty awesome, guys. Really fun. I did have a lot of enjoyment with this spec, and you've got a couple different ways that you can build this thing. Obviously, like everything else right now in Legion, you can spec it for an AoE spec, or you can spec it to end up doing more of a single target spec. But what is this thing playing around? Well, everything is playing around Mongoose Bite. It is back, but it has changed a lot, guys. If you played back in the day when it kind of had a little bit of a melee aspect to it with the Raptor Strike and all that, it's definitely changed. So what are we looking at? Again, playing around Mongoose Bite, guys. So what does that entail? Okay, everything. Basically, your main damaging ability is going to be Mongoose Bite. How's it playing out right now? Whenever you first strike with Mongoose Bite, it's going to start off a buff timer for you, and it's on a 12-second timer. So when you hit Mongoose Bite, it's going to add stacks on there, and stacks. It no longer, at the beginning of the alpha, it would refresh a duration also, but they got rid of that. Now it only does a 12-second period. And you'll build these stacks. For each stack, it increases Mongoose Bite's damage by 50%. Your mastery is going to basically make it to where your pet's attacks have a chance to increase or refill a charge of Mongoose Bite. You have 3 charges that it can build up to. It naturally builds up, and I believe it's every 10 seconds you'll get another stack of Mongoose Bite if it doesn't on its own. Really interesting gameplay on this, guys, because you have any ability that ends up your pet ends up hitting with is going to have a percent, depending on your mastery, chance to give you another stack of Mongoose Bite. You can stack this up to 6 times, guys, which is going to be 300% increased damage on Mongoose Bite, but it's hard to get that up there and actually get some good numbers. So you've got a couple cooldowns, I think one of them Snake Mastery or something like that, that actually gives you 3 charges. It's on a 1-minute cooldown, and you can get up there and do some insane burst damage. You also have Aspect of the Hawk. Aspect of the Hawk, now basically it makes it to where every ability you end up doing has a chance to increase increased chance to give you a Mongoose Bite. Everything is built around Mongoose Bite. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Your Hunter's Lacerate's got a talent in there, which is a new bleed for you. And basically what it does is it's got a percent chance every time that it does damage. If you talent it, it'll actually give you a stack of Mongoose Bite. That's in your tier 15 talents, and it's just huge damage out of this thing, guys. You can end up getting it to stack up to that 300% and maybe still get 1 or 2 more swings off if you get everything timed right. So how do you want to play this? Basically, you're going to want to end up going into it and doing as many Mongoose strikes as you can during this 12-second period. And you've got your flanking order or flanking strike, which is another ability that has double the chance of your mastery to actually end up giving you another Mongoose Bite. Just get as many Mongoose Bites off as you can, and then once you end up having that 12-second debuff go off, you're going to want to back off, alright, and basically wait until it stacks back up to 3 and restart the process over again, just to maximize the damage with this Mongoose Bite. Really good, guys. So I was talking about cooldowns a little bit on how to end up keeping the Mongoose Bite up. You do have multiple cooldowns that you can spec into, but your baseline one is going to be Aspect of the Hawk, which it's just basically like an improved mastery. It gives you an improved chance, 30% chance to get another Mongoose Bite out. It's another ability that's actually under the pet itself, and it's called Hunter's Companion. Alright, and this Hunter's Companion is what's going to give you that increased chance. Really fun gameplay, just trying to get this going. But again, like I said, once those stacks wear down, you're going to want to let Mongoose Bite build back up to that 3 stacks before you actually go back into that Mongoose Bite rotation. So it gives you kind of 2 different ways of playing, guys. Basically, you're going to have a generalized, okay, let's try and get these stacks back up rotation, and then you're going to have all hell breaks loose, Mongoose Bite spam central. And it's really a different gameplay, but man, it is some insane damage. You now have a hook, a grappling hook that you can end up using that'll actually pull you towards the mob that you've got targeted. It's kind of like a death grip, but in reverse. It actually pulls you towards the target. Really cool on that. You're the only hunter spec that has traps anymore, and this is really cool, guys. You've got a bunch of different ones. You've got a tar trap, which is your new slowing one. You still have freezing trap, but I have it improved to be it's iron prison trap, I believe is what it is, and it does damage along with the snare. Really cool. Other survivability cooldowns, you still have exhilaration and your turtle, the aspect of the turtle or whatever, and it's basically just deterrence. Really interesting on that. You still have aspect of the cheetah. Really weird on this one, guys. Basically, you end up hitting it, and it is a speed boost on a 3-minute cooldown. Don't care for it too much. You still have flare, which comes very much in handy in places like Vault of the Wardens, where you need to reveal a lot of targets. That helps out a ton. Feign Death's still there. Basically, most of your cooldowns are still there. They've just been renamed or revamped some sort of way, and it's a little bit on the different side. Now, there are fights like this one that we're on right now, to where flanking order or flanking strike, whatever it's called, where your pet does the damage and has an increased chance to give you a Mongoose Bite stack, did not work. I mean, you can see the pet's way back, and it just wouldn't let me use it no matter what. So the damage did suffer on this fight, and I think that's going to be an issue for a lot of fights that are like this. So let's talk about the artifact ability. It is going to be increased in damage. It's kind of, basically it's Fist of Fury, guys. It's Fist of Fury from the Monk. And how does this thing gain damage? Well, it's going to, now it's not very clear in the tooltip on how this does, but from what I noticed, it's going to react to how many stacks of Mongoose Bite you have in that 12 seconds. So you're going to want to build up your Mongoose strike, or your Mongoose Bite stacks, which I believe is called Mongoose Fury, and you're going to want to end up getting that stacked up as much as possible, and then use your artifact ability weapon, which is again, it's supposed to be spear strikes, but you look like you're doing the Fist of Fury just jabbing. Interesting gameplay, guys. It was very fun, very good single target. AoE, you've got your Flame Strike trap still that works, and then you've got Cleave. Pretty weak unless you spec into it. So that's kind of a that you're definitely going to be more single target focused, or you're going to be AoE focused when you build your talents. It's not going to have a good middle of the road like some of the other specs. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing this. But again, guys, this is a really fun spec. Just being able to watch this counter with some sort of add-on to where you can bring it down from being up in the buff corner. Maybe if they put something on the new little health plate bar that they've got underneath the characters naturally to help you watch this, that would be great. But currently, it is it's kind of hard to look back and forth. I mean, it's not hard, but it's just more of a pain in the ass, and an add-on will make it a lot easier to track, and it is fun. I mean, that 12-second window of where you can just do so much damage, and then if you've got procs that end up happening good, you can go right back into it and just continue on smoking the shit out of whatever's there. Just go right back into that rotation, and hopefully if the procs are good, you can get up to those 6 stacks and get some 300% Mongoose Bites off that just tear up anything that you're hitting. I mean, there's no justice to it, guys, and building artifact power is only going to make this a hell of a lot stronger, because from what I was looking at, there's a couple bleeds and dots that you can end up adding on that help out, and it's also going to do a shit ton of damage there. But again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, like always, throw it a like and a subscribe, and I'll get you the best content as soon as possible.